Okay. Sonny's Neymar versus Rooney, bro. What's your opinion? First official opinion, bro. Who's better? Yeah. Who's better?
Neymar Jr. is better.
Why?
I've always felt Neymar is better.
In terms of what?
I think
In terms of eye, nah, appealing to the eye, I agree in terms of that.
yeah, for sure.
But you're
For
saying
sure.
overall.
For sure, like the technical ability, I think overall he's better. I think for me, Neymar is genuinely one of the most talented footballers to ever play the game.
Yes, he is.
Exactly.
Is Rooney not?
He is. But Neymar, like, I would categorize Neymar as like top 10 most talented players to ever exist. I'm not sure about Rooney. Rooney is a talented player,
One of the greatest strikers in the Premier League has ever had, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Started football at 16.
Yeah, but Neymar started off for football at 16.
He was playing in the Premier League at 16.
Neymar scored 100 goals before the age of 18.
Okay, can anyone check the stats on that, bro? Is that factual?
Yeah, I think.
Wait. He was playing at Santos, bro.
Yeah, I think
anyone can score 100 goals at Santos.
100 league goals. No,
anyone can score 100 goals at Santos.
That's right.
Bro.
That's right. That's
Rooney
right.
can go there and score 200 most likely.
Maybe if you were 16, probably. But then it's also, I feel like Neymar's career was overshadowed by Messi and Ronaldo, and he never he was never given the chance to get out of that shadow.
I agree with
Rooney was after Ronaldo left for Real Madrid. And then
even before
he was
that,
able
he was
to
the guy.
carry. No.
Even before that, he was the guy. Or one of the guys.
Rooney joined when Ronaldo was still there.
No.
Yes.
Ronaldo joined after.
No.
Hey, people are gonna start. Please check the stats.
No.
On what this guy is saying.
Rooney joined 2006. Ronaldo was already there.
When Rooney was at Everton.
He was already there. Ronaldo I think joined at like 2004 or 5, one of the two. Rooney came through at Everton maybe around 05 or 06. Around maybe 04.
You know what? You might be right.
You
might be right. Regardless, though, we're gonna watch this video and see if you agree with this
guy. This is Neymar.
Protegeu, fez o drible. Que lance do Neymar! Que golaço!
Where was this? Santos, by the way.
This is Rooney.
In his prime.
This was in his prime, yeah.
This is Neymar again.
Let's see what Neymar could do here. Neymar hits it. Oh, what a goal!
How many people have scored this type of free kick?
The main catalyst behind the remontada.
And this is Rooney again.
How old was that guy? There?
Who, Neymar?
Rooney.
When he did that. This is Rooney again.
21.
Oh, bro. He was younger than that.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
18, 17, 18.
I never thought that we would be having a debate
he was
between these two players. Because they're just so different. Not just in terms of position, but in style. One is a Brazilian superstar. Joga bonito football. Flair, skills, unbelievable dribbling. The inspiration for many of the youngsters today like Desiree Doué and Lamine Yamal.
J'ai toujours été...
Okay. You see that, ne? I can't argue with that.
What?
Neymar has been an inspiration,
to the most young players today. Yeah, for sure.
Most people that play football, especially wingers, Neymar is your guy.
Neymar, exactly.
Neymar is your guy. So, in terms of that, yeah.
Inspiré par Neymar, par Messi, par Cristiano Ronaldo, c'est différents types de joueurs, mais voilà, chacun a leur personnalité. Moi, c'est Neymar qui m'a vraiment, pour qui j'ai eu le coup de cœur quand j'étais petit. J'ai essayé de reproduire un petit peu ses gestes étant petit. Mais voilà, j'essaye de jouer mon football, d'être moi-même sur le terrain et de faire ce que je ressens à chaque instant et à chaque action.
Bueno, sí, Neymar ha sido mi ídolo siempre. Es un crack, una leyenda del fútbol, jugador al que siempre miraba por YouTube.
The other was the face of the Premier League, an aggressive player with an unlimited work rate who loved to score bangers. I mean, seriously, Wayne Rooney's goal catalog is one of the best I've ever seen. At one point, both of them were the faces of football. I mean, how many FIFA covers was Wayne Rooney?
Okay, that's not a fair point, but how many covers does he have?
Football. I mean, how many?
Not that, probably not even more than 2.
FIFA covers was Wayne Rooney on. And then Neymar was widely seen as the third best player after Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. So why are we having this debate? Well, it actually all started because of this one clip.
no Premier League.
The overlap, by the way,
Jesus.
they are all old, grumpy old men who make
Ew.
terrible opinions.
And they are
on the
British
modern
or
game.
British adjacent.
1000%, bro.
Jesus.
Biased. I don't know. Who said this again? Neville.
They all said something about like blasphemous. Jill Scott said Sadio Mane.
Oh my days, I forgot about that, bro. I
Sadio
forgot about that. Sadio Mane?
Sadio
Sadio Mane?
Sadio Mane.
Better than Neymar. Better than Neymar.
I think he said he was better like Salah. Like Salah might have been
Oh
better.
my
than him.
days.
What do
You see
mean?
this podcast, bro?
It's
Player in history
Yo.
is better than a prime Neymar.
I like Neymar, but I've never seen Neymar as a top player.
I think this was taken out of context, though. This was taken out of context because I watched this interview, and what he meant was like top player, as in he said, you see, like this guy cut it off before, like he said at the important night.
Okay. Yeah.
He said he didn't see him as a top player in the way that he saw Messi and Ronaldo. He didn't necessarily mean he didn't see him as a top player in the general sense, as in not the same level as Messi and Ronaldo.
But he's a top player.
He's a top player, but people took it as though, oh, nah, he's not been
hating.
a top player. Exactly. That's like,
Okay.
like that wasn't even the worst thing that was said about Neymar on the
Now,
podcast.
as usual, what you have here is a table full of people that only watch the Premier League,
Yep.
talking about a player that
Oh, as
CeraVe Blush
as rain.
Patches. The
As
3
rain.
essential serum.
Do not buy CeraVe. I mean, it's good for your skin, but you only need
Do not buy it.
Do not. Okay, the only reason this one is here is because we're UP.
This is not the real ClickUp. This is a different type of ClickUp. This is the AI version.
It's the AI version.
they never watched weekly.
I'm better than him. He's
But I think
way-
what we watched
Thierry
CeraVe
Henry,
was-
Ronaldo.
What about Mane?
And you know, bro, the sexists are gonna get at her.
Yo,
bro. The people who hate
why would you
women
say that?
and,
Just for
and women
legend,
football,
bro,
And she's-
legend, bro.
Exactly.
Ah.
Shout your man.
Now we are provoking Sadio Mane disrespect, guys.
Hazard, okay, put Hazard.
He
in.
would be better.
That's the issue I have from the beginning, is that the people...
As a-
No,
on
no,
this
no,
panel
As a
have
blue-
They're
said-
not, he's also not gonna start there, bro.
As a blue-
Eden Hazard, bro.
He's no bad, but I'm
Thank
saying.
you. Thank you.
As as they were as professional footballers, I would bet good money that they have not watched Neymar weekly. Meanwhile, they're comparing him to a guy that they definitely watched weekly.
Why is that?
And he was also in the room.
Yeah, for sure.
So that
Oh
played a
yeah,
role.
that might have also been an
And some of
influence.
them
That's
actually
it.
played with. Like seriously, I'll bet you good money that Joe Scott and Roy Keane have not watched Neymar's games in La Liga, let alone the matches he played at PSG.
1000%.
Player in history is better than a prime Neymar.
Oh, that's
Wayne,
that's rubbish.
Thierry Henry,
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Ronaldo.
So you've got people that
Why are you so frustrated? Roy Keane said Wayne, Thierry Henry.
The Thierry Henry,
Why is that one frustrating you?
the Thierry Henry one for me frustrates me because I feel like everyone has just universally decided that he's the greatest player in Premier League history, but has never done anything
It's
outside of the
mostly
Premier
Arsenal
League.
fans propaganda.
That's not
I'm
right.
sorry,
guys.
bro.
That's not right.
It's Arsenal fans propaganda.
Like, yeah,
That's what it
175
is.
Premier League goals, but guys, come on, bro.
have rarely watched Neymar outside of a few games here and there, ranking him in all-time debates. And if you actually watch the clip and the podcast, you'll see that at one point, they're not even talking about Neymar as a player. Because they don't watch him, the things that they're discrediting about him are just about vibes. About him being a diver, not a good team player.
Neymar, is it because he
It's all hate.
hasn't won the World Cup that we're saying this, or is it because of what he's...
No, it's not just the World Cup stuff, is it? Has he ever been likable? As people like him?
What do you mean likable?
What does that have to do with football,
If the
bro?
conversation was like ability, Roy Keane would be the last one to even speak. Guys, come on, man.
Courtney left the way he left to Barca, and it was just all a bit. I think you always got the impression it was again very much about money and.
Thing is, like, what I've realized about British people, he's not British, he's English.
Yeah, it's like Irish or something.
He's Irish, yeah. But what I've realized about them, like everything about football except playing football is done for the love of football. Like on the pitch, nothing is done for the love of the game. They don't like being expressive. They don't. Everything has to be about hard work,
Everything has to be
grafting,
robotic, yeah.
passion. Never actually like expressing yourself
Just
on the
rough.
pitch. That's why it's like he's never been. What do you mean he's never been likable? That doesn't
What
matter.
does that have to do?
On the pitch? Oh, alright.
And that's the opposite, by the way. He's one of the most likable
players. Exactly.
He's inspired a generation of footballers.
That wouldn't have happened if he wasn't likable to any extent.
So this guy's just hating, bro. I'm just gonna put it that way.
He wasn't a team player at PSG. It was
team player.
Again, nothing to do with the actual qualities on the pitch. Now, the debate actually started because Wayne Rooney says in the podcast that he doesn't think Neymar is a top player, or at least one of the top guys. Now, it's funny because, number one, if Neymar was English, they would say he's better than Messi. You look at someone like Max Dowman. He scored 1 goal on an open net.
This was the goal.
This was the goal.
This
was the goal they were hyping up. To be fair, he's a baller.
Yeah,
the amount of hype they put on this goal is...
No, guys, I thought like
Arsenal fans for you.
I thought like he dribbled from the corner, past like if you Everton player scored the dagger. It was an open goal.
It was an open net. He made some dribbles during that game. That's why he did some expressive stuff. That's why they were so high on him.
Then like they were asking Thomas Tuchel in his recent interview when he was talking about the like the English players that he called up and those he didn't call up.
And you had John Terry.
What do you mean? What about Max Dowman? He's 16, guys. He's 16 years of age.
The top.
It's Arsenal fans, bro. Promise he's
top guys. Now it's funny because number one, if Neymar was English, they would say he's better than Messi. You look at someone like Max Dowman. He scored 1.
That's what I wanted to say, bro. To his point, do you remember Jack Wilshere?
Yeah, for sure.
Remember the hype around him?
Especially that one game against Barcelona. It's like, he bossed Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. That whole game carried his career. So and the one Norris goal.
If he was...
it would have been a whole thing. Because they still talk about Paul Gascoigne to this day.
To this day. And he wasn't nowhere near, I'm sorry, bro.
Come on,
was nowhere near anymore.
They still talk about Matt Letizia, who only ever played for Southampton.
So this guy, he's on something when he says that.
Yeah, he's on something.
Go on an open net, and you had John Terry coming out and saying that he'd never seen someone glide past players like Max Dowman.
When he played with
Max
Eden
Dowman,
Hazard.
what a player, by the way, and I've not seen anyone glide past people like this.
Keep in mind, John Terry's played against Messi.
And played with Eden Hazard.
And he played with Eden Hazard. So the English PR, it's undefeated. But the reason Rooney's quote is funny is because Rooney himself actually believes that Neymar is a better player. You know when people do those short form pieces of content where they ask a professional footballer to basically choose between 2 players and they do like a makeshift bracket? Well, Rooney did one of those, and when it was between him and Neymar, he chose Neymar.
Wayne Rooney or Neymar? Neymar.
So Rooney is well aware of the fact that Neymar is better than him. It's just this debate started because people were like, what do you mean Neymar's not a top player?
The fact is, bro, Neymar is the better player.
Technically,
but my bias,
United.
Rooney is one of my favorite players ever. Mm-hmm. It's just, how can I say, it's just fighting that.
Yeah, of course.
It's just fighting that naturally. But I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
And Man United fans should agree as well. I'm putting it out there.
Like, who the hell are you as Rooney, as the guy who was called Shrek, saying that Neymar isn't a top player? It just doesn't make any sense, considering when you ask most people, everybody has Neymar as like the 3rd best player of this generation.
Neymar. Another ad break, bro. Do you use roll on? If you don't use roll on, bro, this is for you, brother.
We use Mitchell, not Rexona.
That's for you, brother.
Because that's what it eventually boils down to when you talk about Neymar. There are only 2 players that can realistically chat to him, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. So when the only 2 players that are seen as
Here's a question. If these guys are not around, how many Ballon d'Ors would Neymar have?
Probably at least 2.
At least 2.
At least 2.
How many times was he the 3rd runner-up?
I think it was twice, no? Twice in a row. I think it was 2015, because that was when they won
MSN.
They won the Champions League. And in 2016 as well, because that was the year of the remontada, and he was the one behind it.
It was the architect.
I think it was twice in a year. He might have been there for 2017 he moved to PSG. So that didn't happen. But I think it was twice in a row.
There's been many robberies of the Ballon d'Or, by the way, but we'll probably speak about it in the future.
2023.
better than you, or the guys that you're being compared with, are considered the GOATs. It's hard to say that Wayne Rooney was a better player, even though I understand that that's not the point that Rooney was making, but that's where the debate started. So to Rooney's point, Neymar is absolutely a top player. But to the people debating it on Twitter, Neymar is by far a better footballer than Rooney. Now again, this isn't meant to disrespect Rooney because I actually think historically he's incredibly underrated. There's an argument to be made.
You see that? I love that, bro. He's one of the most underrated players ever. Considering his body of work. England's top scorer of all time. Man United's top scorer of all time.
Used to be England's top scorer.
Oh, used to be Harry Kane. Shout out, my bad.
Harold.
Yeah, Harold. One of the English strikers, top scorers of all time. Not even strikers, just general players.
Yeah, players in general.
I don't understand why he's underrated, bro.
He was so good. He was a striker. Later in his career turned into a 10. Then later in his career turned into an 8.
An 8.
So versatile, can pass the ball as good as anyone.
Was he even a winger before?
Yeah, I think he was everything.
Bro, I just don't get it. And to be fair, he did play with superstars. Your Ronaldo's of your world, your Ryan Giggs, your Carlos Tevez. Who else who played with them? Berbatov was
like your RVPs and
your Robin Van Persie. But bro,
Wayne Rooney is the guy.
He is the guy, bro.
Made that Wayne Rooney could be the greatest Premier League player ever.
Yes,
because when you look at his longevity, his accolades, his peak, his stats, Rooney was phenomenal. And keep in mind, he played in all different kinds of positions, and he was one of those attacking players that wasn't afraid of doing the dirty work. So when I'm talking about Neymar being better and I'm praising him, I don't mean to discredit Rooney. Because whenever these comparisons happen, some people overrate the guy and other people underrate him. So there are certain English people that only watch Rooney that think he's like the level of Messi. But then there's guys that didn't watch Rooney or didn't watch Rooney in his younger days and they think that he's some sort of shin kicker. Like he's a James Ward-Prowse or Declan Rice. Rooney was not like that. He was an excellent player. But it's just Neymar was on another level. Like if you want to make the argument that Rooney had a better career than Neymar, you could. Although personally I would disagree because Neymar had more goals, more assists, more individual accolades, and more team accolades. Like Rooney is a
Is that not inflated by the league he was playing at?
It definitely is, because the Premier League has historically been a tougher league than La Liga. No, like, and even Liga as well.
So what's the argument for Messi and Ronaldo then? Ronaldo played in the Prem, and he also played in
La Liga.
In La Liga and
Serie A. The distinguisher there will always be the World Cup.
Ronaldo's the GOAT. I don't care.
Premier League all-timer, but Neymar, he was playing a different sport. Like, respectfully, Rooney is closer to you than he was to Neymar.
Is there much...
What?
He said Rooney is closer to you than he was closer to Neymar.
Nah. It has to stop. It has to stop today.
And he said respectfully. One of the most disrespectful statements ever. Hey, my guy.
Nah. This has to stop today.
He just said Rooney's underrated, and this is the statement.
And then now he just does the same thing, bro.
Is there more talent than Neymar? I don't know.
Of course.
I don't know if this exists. More talent, more natural, easy looking.
Has there ever been anyone who has played the sport more talented than Neymar, naturally?
Lionel?
But you see the things that Neymar does on the pitch. Lionel is very talented, but he's very efficient with his talent. He's not like Mohamed Salah in a sense, where he maxed out everything.
So Neymar's not that efficient?
For me, I think when you play the way Neymar does, some efficiency goes away as a result of it. Because you are prioritizing entertainment expression over efficiency. That's a good question, though. But I think Ronaldinho for me is the most talented ever to ever.
That's what I was about to say. The old heads will bring out Ronaldinho. They will even bring out your Peles and
that's not gonna work on us, unfortunately. It doesn't work on us.
But to be fair, I mean, Tuchel has a point, bro.
Talent and Neymar.
And again, if you go back to the podcast clip, if you actually listen to them discussing stuff, they're never talking about Neymar as a footballer. They're talking about him as a person, and they're letting their personal opinion of Neymar impact their evaluation of Neymar as a player on the pitch. That should never happen. I don't care if Neymar is smashing his sister on a big TV and everybody can see.
Oh yeah. Do you know the thing that always happens with Neymar every year?
What?
Like the thing that happens with Neymar every single year.
Oh yeah, with the wife.
No, like he gets injured every single year around his sister's birthday. Every year, without fail. When it is time for his sister's birthday, he always gets injured. Every time.
What is
no
that?
correlation with
That's exactly
This guy.
that's the that's the
what
whole
we
point.
saw
It doesn't
with our
show
eyes
it.
with him on the pitch. That's always been the issue with a player like Neymar. A lot of people downplay his talent and his achievements because they didn't like him personally. Whether it's because he partied too much or because he dove a lot, because he was viewed as a flopper and a huge diver during the peak moment of his career.
By the way, there's no other diver now that's worse than Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, Raheem was different.
Bukayo, when he was coming up as a winger as well, he was also
a diver as well for sure.
an exceptional diver. Any other divers, bro?
An underrated diver, say Harold Kane of Tottenham.
Does he dive?
Yo!
I don't even notice, bro.
Yo! He'll dive. Harry Kane is a diver.
He's a diver, man.
He's a diver, Harry Kane.
But he doesn't get that many opportunities to dive, though. It's normally the wingers.
He's a killer.
It's normally the wingers.
That's the reason why he's a killer, bro. Give him one chance, you're dead.
He's dead.
Although, can you really blame him? Everybody was trying to kill him on the pitch. Like, if he doesn't sell some of these contacts or fall before he gets hit, he would have died even earlier. Because that's essentially what caused him all these injuries. They just kept hacking him because nobody could keep up with him. The other thing that I found funny is all these Premier League guys, they criticized players like Neymar, and then you had Gary Neville who was criticizing Cherokee at the Carabao Cup final, and then they wonder why the Premier League is boring. You deserve to watch the likes of Souček and Rice and Gyökeres.
No disrespect on Thomas Souček. It will not be allowed. It will not be allowed. Thomas Souček disrespect will not be allowed.
Your Declan Rices of the world.
Yeah, I see.
Your league is not ready for actual ballers. Because you would just complain when Neymar rainbow flipped someone. Prime Neymar.
Right, like, I think Richarlison got a yellow card for juggling the ball at one point.
The Premier League, bro, is becoming like the NFL or something, bro.
Neymar was a player who got 50 goals and assists while being one of the greatest dribblers we've ever seen. Like, for most people, the only person better at dribbling than Neymar was Messi. And even to some other people, Neymar was an even better dribbler than Messi.
First of all, I want to say I'm the biggest fan of Neymar. So
Okay.
Neymar all the time in my team.
Okay.
That's it. First.
Not above Messi though.
He's my favorite player.
Interesting.
He's my favorite player.
I want you to compare every player in the world against Messi. Dribbling.
Neymar.
We're talking about a player who stepped up so massively for Barca when Messi wasn't there. Then later at PSG and on the national team, Neymar showed that he can carry an entire team, that he can be the focal point of everything on his own squad. Again, at his peak, there were only two players that were seen better than him. And I think some people, I don't personally agree with this, but some people would argue that purely based on ability, he was probably even better than Cristiano Ronaldo. I usually only say that to piss off the Ronaldo fans. The other issue that I have
I'm a
with
Ronaldo fan, but I agree with that.
Yeah, like that's not a bad thing to say, yeah. We're both Ronaldo fans.
Again, Premier League players judging a guy that they didn't watch weekly is a lot of Prem guys think that Neymar was some aesthetic merchant. I don't know what these guys are smoking, but they keep thinking that Neymar was like Yannick Bolasie or Hatem Ben Arfa or Adel Taarabt. These guys that only look good in calm.
Taarabt.
Dangerous, that's why.
Streets will never forget.
Menace.
Dimitri Payet. He was
You said he was good though.
He was good, but
not the way
you do not get over 700 plus goals and assists by just being a good dribbler. I don't know if these guys just watched one TikTok edit of him and they used that to make their judgment, but Neymar was so much more than just an entertaining player. He had real output with his abilities. That's why he won so many titles. That's why he was a part of the greatest front three we've ever seen in football. Like, could you imagine if it was Suarez, Rooney, and Messi? It wouldn't even work. There's a reason that front three worked, and it's because
it would actually work. Underrating Rooney again. It would actually work very well.
Very well.
It would work. Rooney on the left wing with no one covering him because of Suarez. Come on, man.
Long range shots. Just slap it.
Because Neymar was an excellent player.
The skill.
Neymar.
That was quick.
Yes. When it comes to skills, it's
Bukayo.
not any better than Neymar.
Bukayo. Starboy. Best winger in the Prem of the side. Retired, apparently.
Star man.
Neymar was also an elite playmaker. Again, I'm not saying that Rooney wasn't. Rooney was a fantastic playmaker too. But again, Neymar was on another level. Look at the performance he put on in the remontada against PSG.
No.
What's up?
Rooney was a better playmaker. I feel like Rooney was a better playmaker. The fact that at one point he transitioned to the number 10.
The number 10. It's for a reason.
Yeah, and United still won the league with him playing there. Behind Robin van Persie. No, man. Stop playing with Wayne Rooney's name. Stop.
Unbelievable. I don't think Rooney has ever had a performance near that night. Again, Rooney has had some unbelievable performances. He's a great player. But the class that we saw from Neymar that night and some of his peak performance.
I figured it out, bro. This guy is a...
He's a Barca fan.
He's a boss.
He's a Barca fan.
I was going to say he's a Neymar Glazer, but I also think he's a... Oh, yeah, facts. The things behind him.
And they're pissing off the Ronaldo fans. Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Facts.
They are still hurt that he left for like, oh no. He's not the same Neymar. But still, like, with Rooney, the way they talk about him, you swear they haven't seen the bread.
So it's bias on both sides.
Yes, bias on both sides.
There's very few footballers that can touch him. And then for the people that always want to discredit Neymar because they say that he played on a great Barca team in a La Liga that's only about 2 teams, or that he was great on PSG in a Uber Eats league, if you look at their stats both in the Champions League, which is more of a fair ground since it's the best of the best, Neymar has better stats. Like, in general, he has 188 more goals and assists in 132 less games than Rooney. But in the Champions...
But they both have one Champions League. They both have one Champions League.
So it's about, what's this, effects, I guess.
Oh yeah, Neymar did score in the final.
Champions League against the best of the best, he even has better stats. So you can't tax him because he played for PSG in Liga, or that he was part of a good Barca team in La Liga.
I tried everything. Coffee, Pomodoro, and binaural beats. But nothing stuck until I tried this.
Guy's getting money, bro. He's getting paid. Shout out to him, bro.
How many ads actually, like?
There's been too many currently, bro. But he's getting paid.
Yeah. And also, I don't know why people do this only for Neymar. I get that the Premier League is very competitive, but Rooney was on some pretty dominant teams. Yes, his time at Everton was fantastic, but the majority...
This guy's a Rooney hater, bro. I'm done. I can hear it.
His career, he was destroying teams on a very good United team. So it's not like he had to carry everybody by himself. I just think a lot of people, especially the Prem guys, have never watched a full Neymar game. They watch clips here and there on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and they try and judge him off of that. Like I said, the people on the overlap, I can almost guarantee you they've never watched Neymar regularly. Because,
like, to be honest, I don't think it's an issue of they haven't. I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah.
But Neymar does not play according to the principles that they like.
Yeah.
Therefore, that will always cloud their judgment.
No version of Rooney comes near the version of Neymar that we saw in the 2014-2015 season.
Oh, hold on, no.
What did you just say?
Because no version of Rooney comes near the version of Neymar that we saw in the...
That's not even the best Neymar. Like, that was like Neymar in his, like, entering his prime. What do you mean? Oh, guys.
I give up on this guy, bro.
Like, if he said 16, 17 Neymar,
I think,
or like 15, 16, you know what? Fair, maybe.
I think that's why you see his title, right?
The debate is over after this video.
His thumbnail says it's not even close, so that's why. No wonder he's glazing Neymar so much.
2014-2015 season, or the 17-18 season at PSG.
Bueno, yo te lo dije muchas veces, ¿no? Que si hablamos a nivel deportivo, Ney es uno de los mejores del mundo y la verdad que me encantaría que volviese.
Like, I want to specifically look at the 2014-2015 version of Neymar, because I assume since Barca were so big that year and they went all the way in the Champions League, even the casuals would have seen him play. Neymar scored in every round of the knockouts and scored in the final. He was so good that season that a lot of people were saying that he was the one carrying Messi. Now you have to keep in mind, part of that narrative was because there's a lot of Messi haters and they want to discredit him at any point in his career. But that does show you just how good Neymar was specifically in that season. There were times where he was the main guy at Barca. He was the one.
He is showing pictures of 15, 16 name. Not 14, 15.
Speaking about 14, 15.
Taking over games. Messi was playmaking more because he knew that Neymar was so good that all he had to do was get him the ball on the left and he could create something out of nothing. So that season alone was one of the highest peaks that I've ever seen from a footballer. Now the problem with Neymar...
14, 15. One of the highest peaks you had?
I think he's making a mistake. I think he means...
15, 16.
I think so.
Neymar is he went to PSG during his real prime. If he stayed at Barca, this would never even have been a debate. Nobody would have backed Rooney. But because he went to PSG, a lot of people don't watch. A lot of people would discredit him no matter what he did, unless he...
Barca fans and their obsession with Neymar going to PSG.
Oh yeah, the heartbreak.
It always has to be a thing. It always has, but he moved to PSG, guys.
If he stayed at Barca, he would have been the best ever.
Which never would have happened because they love Lionel far more.
He won the Champions League. And unfortunately, he was so close in the 2019-2020 season. People forget the only reason PSG even reached the final that year was because Neymar was so good. He was the best player in the...
Kylian Mbappe.
Thank you, bro.
Like, Neymar was instrumental in the Atalanta game. I remember when they turned the game around.
Yeah.
He was instrumental in that one. But
Kylian.
You could even argue in the final he was bad. Like, he was the best player in the final. Just missed a couple of chances, but for me, Kylian was the one.
Champions League, in my opinion. Obviously, people will say Lewandowski because of the sheer amount of goals that he scored, but Neymar was doing everything. He was scoring, he was creating. He was the best player on that team by far. And if Donatello could actually finish the ball...
Now we're blaming Kylian. There was a chance Neymar missed in the final to make it 1-0. They both missed two, like they both missed two crucial, like a crucial chance each. What are we doing here?
That's what I was saying, bro. This guy's a Neymar Glazer, bro. Because now he's coming up with
he started well. He had us in the first half.
He had us in the first half.
Neymar would have won another Champions League without Messi.
That name was hilarious, by the way, bro. The Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, because he does look like that, man.
Legacy would look very different. And as we've seen with PSG, if they win the Champions League, their players get unlimited PR. If they don't, people call them an Uber Eats farmer, and nobody talks about them. But what I don't understand is even if you didn't watch his PSG games, the levels that we saw from him at Barca, specifically from 2015 to 2017, was just insane. I personally don't think any past or present Premier League player even comes close to him. The only guy that comes close to him is Manchester United Cristiano Ronaldo. But even then, I would make the argument that if he stayed at United and his stats were around the same...
Guys, CR7 won a Ballon d'Or. Before Rodri won the Ballon d'Or in 2024, there was a 16-year gap. The last one to win it was Cristiano Ronaldo in 2008. And he won the Champions League that year. They won the Champions League that year. He even scored in the final. Neymar didn't even reach the final in 15-16. Why are we lying now? Why? Like, why do we need to lie now?
Bro, Neymar plays in people's heads so much, bro. Like,
you could make an argument that Neymar was a better player. But United Ronaldo, 2008 Ronaldo is the only person from the Premier League that was better than prime Neymar.
Okay.
Like, that's it. Neymar is just a better playmaker, better footballer in general. Now, Rooney does do a lot of things better. His work rate is fantastic. You could argue he has a better long shot, more powerful shot. But the problem is a lot of these qualities don't necessarily make him a better player.
You just minimize Rooney's game so much, bro.
Into just that.
He works hard, long shots. He's making him like James Milner or someone, bro.
Henderson.
Bro, like a glorified version of Jordan Henderson. Rooney, my God, what did you do in your past life?
What did you do?
I saw people talking about versatility, as if that's a proper argument. Like, yes, 11 Wayne Rooneys.
Funny enough, Messi fans use the versatility argument against CR7.
They're saying CR7 is not versatile as...
It's just Messi.
They always say that.
He's arguing against the whole versatility argument now.
Would be better than 11 Neymars. But versatility has never meant one guy's better than the other.
Really? Oh, wow.
James Milner is more versatile than Andres Iniesta. That doesn't make James Milner a better...
But they are not anywhere near the same level of player. This is not like an accurate comparison, bro.
Does that sentence even sit right in your head, bro?
Yeah, it does.
James Milner.
Yeah, James Milner can play as an 8, as a 6 right back. He can play on the... He played on the...
Why is he playing as a right back now?
Because he's old. He's much older.
It's not because he's versatile, bro.
But he has qualities that add into that position.
Bro, that sentence doesn't sit right with me. I don't care, bro.
Like he is like he can play more positions.
Can Andres play on the wing?
As like a false winger, because he did he did so 2012 Euro.
Can he play as a false 9?
Who Andres? Yeah.
How many positions can he play in the midfield?
He can play as an 8, as a 10. As a 6, maybe as a deep lying playmaker, but I've never seen that before.
How many positions does this guy play?
As an 8, as a winger.
Milner was a winger?
Yeah, at first he was a winger. No, like he played, like that's the last time he played as a winger. But when it was Newcastle at Leeds, he played as a wing, came up as a wing. Then he transitioned to the midfield. Then of course Klopp sent him to to right back.
Full back.
Exactly. Sometimes he even played left back as well.
I hear you, but I don't agree with that statement, bro.
I hear that though.
Player. It's not just Rooney that doesn't come close to him. A lot of footballers just don't get near Neymar. And it's not because Neymar didn't fulfill his true potential. A lot of people make this argument that people praise Neymar because of what he could have achieved rather than the things that he did actually achieve. But that's not true. He was just so good that even with all the things that he accomplished, he could have done so much more. If he stayed at Barcelona.
If he stayed at Barcelona. There we go.
Barca, the team would have eventually become his, or he could have kept getting the numbers and the accolades, and it would have mattered more because people respect Barca and La Liga a lot more than PSG and the Uber Eats. Again, at PSG, he had to win the Champions League. Look at what happened with Dembele and Vitinha and Nuno Mendes. They won a Champions League, and now everybody recognizes them as the best in the world in their respective position. Neymar needed the same thing, and it's not just club level. Neymar's magic goes to the national team as well. His performances for Brazil have been far better than any performances that Rooney put on for England. Like, Neymar is the top goal scorer ever for Brazil. He was phenomenal. Rooney, meanwhile, has been a part of many failed golden generations of the England national team. Neymar, in a single World Cup match, had more goals than Rooney did in his entire tenure at the World Cup. What a lot of Premier League fans need to realize is that there's football outside of England. The magic Neymar played with, the superstar qualities he had, it's on another level compared to Wayne. Now, people might disagree, and that's fine, especially if you prefer Wayne Rooney. Like, if you're a Manchester United fan or you're somebody who regularly watched Rooney weekly, you'll enjoy him. I mean, I did. I was a huge fan of him.
And you were not a huge fan of him. With the way you speak about him, no. No way. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Still am. Just because I think Neymar is better doesn't mean that I don't think Wayne Rooney was an all-time great in the Premier League. My problem is that a lot of the people that join in this discourse have only watched Rooney. I feel like I'm in a fair position to talk about.
Not really. Not really. Not a single person who loves the game of football only saw like Rooney without watching Neymar, bro.
Yeah, I think he's like the only reason he's saying that is because like it came from the overlap.
Yeah, for sure. But then, bro, people can have differing opinions.
Man. Facts.
Because I pretty much witnessed both of their careers. I watched Wayne Rooney's early days when he was at Everton, when he was phenomenal, and then at Manchester United, how much of a beast he was. I also know that he looked rough at the end of his career. People only say that about Neymar.
At the end of his career, at 30, he showed Derby County Wayne Rooney at 37 years of age. This guy is 34, guys.
Facts.
Oh, guys, come on now.
Because he's at Santos now and the injury situations that happened to him at PSG. But Rooney wasn't looking the best either towards the back end of his career. The one thing
at 37, I saw Wayne Rooney go to Everton 2017-2018 season.
It's got some
and become their best player. What do you mean? At the same age, by the way.
This is what I said, bro. I realized that this guy's a Rooney hater, bro.
Yeah, nah.
That's what he
maybe he's a Neymar glazer. He didn't watch enough of Rooney. Because I'm pretty sure he's like in and around our age. And we saw Rooney towards the end of his career. Not even in his prime.
Facts.
Stop lying.
Of these guys share is that they played football at a high level from a very early age, and that just naturally catches up to you. Because whenever people talk about longevity, they only want to focus on
Another thing is, though, how many times was Rooney in Ballon d'Or conversations compared to Neymar?
Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I'll be real.
Because I can't remember a time he was.
Maybe 2008.
2009.
Wow.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
We might have to cut that part, bro, but that's it.
Who did it after they turned 30? You have to look at the entire tenure. Because playing and being good from 17 to 27 is more impressive than somebody who was good for maybe 3 or 4 years after 30. This has nothing to do with Neymar versus Rooney. I'm just talking about the problems that I always see with the longevity argument when people talk about it. Like I said, I think I'm in a fair position to compare both because I've watched both for pretty much their entire career. And of course, I'm biased. I'm not saying I'm unbiased. I'm going to lean towards Neymar.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear, bro.
And Barcelona because I prefer those guys over Rooney and Messi.
And by the way, just because you acknowledge that you're biased, it doesn't remove the effects of the bias.
You're still biased.
You're still biased.
It's United. But I also know that when I watched Neymar, he was magical. Anybody who watched Neymar would agree. The only people backing Rooney are the people who only watch the Premier League. It's fine. People have jobs. They can't watch every single league in the world. But please, if you didn't watch Neymar weekly, if you didn't see his magic, do not engage in this discourse. Because Rooney is phenomenal, but Neymar, I mean, he played a whole different sport.
Played a whole different sport. It's closer to you than to Neymar.
To Neymar, you alright in the head right now. Yo, who did these guys think Neymar was, bro? Neymar is a great player, but nowhere near